Lawwin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawwin Media Network.
All right, good evening, everyone. This is MJ again here at Be Bold Why Not. It's Monday, and of course, it's Be Bold Why Not night. So to all our viewers here in Texas and the USA, good evening. And to all our viewers in the Philippines, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. You are watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, stream.lawin.live, and twitch.tv. And if you miss our live show, you can listen to our podcasts on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a lot more. So as every evening of Monday here in Be Bold, we have a game. So let's show them the mechanics of the game.
How to join the game. 1. Watch the live show and listen to the conversation. 2. Participate and share your experiences on the topic during the live show. 3. Type your thoughts or experience via comment section. 4. All participants are eligible to win a prize. 5. The more you comment, the greater your chances of winning. 6. We will use Wheel of Names to determine the lucky winner.
There you go. And to all our very loyal viewers, I know that you've been there with me since the beginning, and I'm just so glad to have this game. So, because even no matter how small the prize is, I know it's making a difference to a lot of our viewers' lives. So again, to all our loyal viewers, thank you so much. And as our season's theme is Unstoppable Voices, Rising or Legends and Rising Stars. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for our special guest tonight. She has made a name in the Philippines before coming to the United States. And what's good thing is I've only met her like not even that long, and she's very, very generous with her time. She's very willing to share her story because she knows that she might be able to inspire some of our viewers, and she is very kind to actually be part of this show, Be Bold Why Not, to empower everyone. And I'm so privileged because I know not just that she's pretty, but she's very talented and she has a good heart. So without so much ado or without so much word, I want to introduce our very, very special guest for tonight. No other than Miss Joanna Marie Zoleta. Let's get her in. There she is.
Hi, everyone. Hi, MJ. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I'm so glad and I'm so happy that you said yes immediately when I asked you to be part of the show, because I believe you have a really beautiful story to share to our viewers. And of course, I'm so privileged to have a celebrity in my show. Look at her. Ain't she pretty? See, we already have comments. I'll read the comments later, but we already have comments coming in. Yes,
Oh,
yes. Yeah. So, Joanna, I know that you came from the Philippines, but let our viewers know where exactly from the Philippines you are from.
yes, I can't wait to share my story. First of all, I hope you get something out of this story. And yeah, just to answer your question, mga kababayan, I'm from Marinduque. I'm from the very heart of the Philippines. That's where my family is from. And I grew up there. And then, like any other any other kid that grew up in a province, they always want to go to Manila, right? Or you always want to have a vacation sa Manila, to just enjoy Jollibee, right? So I go there for Christmas, and for summer, after, during the break, with
Mhm.
school breaks, I go to Manila, see my relatives there, enjoy Christmas there, and spend holidays with them. And then I go back again to my province, Marinduque. And in fact, I'm actually going back this February.
Oh my goodness, really? That's Can I come with you? I want to
Yes,
go.
this is the
Do you
price.
have siblings? Do you have siblings? And how many siblings do you have?
No, yes, I am única hija, so I have no siblings.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? It's so funny because when I met MJ, what, a month ago, because we
Yes,
met
it's only been a
production.
month. Yeah.
Time flies over here. I'm pretty sure over there too. When you're busy,
Mhm.
time is like, you look at it, it's, oh my goodness, it's already 9 p.m. and you're just, yeah, you just came back from work. But you know what? So yeah, that's a little short introduction about my story. And
Yeah. So you're una ka iha. So
yeah,
how is it growing? Can you talk about your parents?
yes.
Yeah. Because you surely look like not a typical Filipina beauty. You are mestiza. You have like, yeah, you're so pretty. I mean, in the Philippine standards, your beauty is like movie stars in the Philippines, right?
No
So
way. Are you sure not Bold Star? I'll take whatever. But I'm a mix of Spanish. I actually did my 23andMe genetic thing just to be pretty sure, because even me, I don't know. I feel like I'm a mutt. Alam niyo na, akala ko talaga asong gala ako kasi I'm like, I don't even
sobra
know.
ka naman.
Because I cannot even find the undertone and skin tone of my makeup foundation there when I was in show business. It's
Mhm.
another story. We'll touch base later for sure.
Yes.
But yes, my mom is half Spanish, and then I heard that this, because I grew up without my dad, and I don't even know the identity of my dad. All I know is, there's a sperm cell that that went, somewhere, and then I became me. so
Oh.
I don't know the side of my dad at all, but one thing I know for sure, from my 23andMe genetics is, yeah, I'm able to figure out that I'm 65% European descent. So
Oh, okay.
yes, and it's pretty cool. And really, the only reason why I did that too is for health purposes, because
Yes.
just to figure out your identifiers, and see what you
Mhm.
can. But
Yeah.
yeah, so growing
So,
up,
uh-huh.
go ahead.
How was it being raised by a single mom? I applaud and I really salute those moms who raised their children by themselves. How was it for you?
Yes, alam you, growing up, it was the best childhood, I would say. My mom
Mhm.
was a teacher. She was a PE teacher, to be exact, in my
Mhm.
province. And growing up, she exposed me to different sports, to
Mhm.
um, different way of life. From her students to our neighbors, moving from one place to another, uh, just adapting. I think that's the number one key thing that I learned from that. You have to be able to adapt with the punches, right?
Mhm.
Because just pivot whenever you can, right? Whenever it's necessary, when it's needed.
Mhm.
Kasi no time na yun, I was moving from public school, then walang pang tuition para sa private. Tapos pag may pang tuition na naman for a private school, my aunties would help her. And it's so funny you mentioned that. Kasi on the back, on behind the scene, I would see her cry. I
Mhm.
actually saw her a couple of times, because
Mhm.
there's no partner. She tried to remarry, pero hindi nag-work out. So, and I remember that vividly too. So
Mhm.
it's very, I see how tough it is, especially in the province when you're a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, it's not accepted in society yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know because I hear people, but at that time, I don't know what it entails. Like, I'm naive. I don't know. I'm a kid. I'm like busy with
Yeah,
playing, right?
you're innocent. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
like, yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the best childhood of my life. Like, um, up to now, I'm still, that's why I love Facebook. I was able to
Mm-hmm.
get in touch with my childhood friends. I play with Patintero with, or yung
Mm-hmm.
mga luksong baka. Naku, tsaka may isa pa. Ito, ang
Yeah.
galing ko dito. Chinese
What about
garter.
Chinese garter? What about Jackstone?
Ay,
Did you
isa
play?
pa yan. Ako,
Do you play
yeah.
Jackstone too?
So
Okay.
true. Alam
Yeah.
talagang oo, napapagalitan na nga ako kasi ang gala ko, I'm always somewhere sa kapitbahay or because our house is in front of the airport of Marinduque. So we
Mm-hmm.
always play patintero, especially like under the moonlight,
Mm-hmm.
the best.
Mm-hmm.
But we move places from time to time, and I would say it was. I embraced it. You have to learn how to
Yes.
embrace it. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
if you keep on saying na, oh man, how about my friends before, how can I make friends? It will
Mm-hmm.
be hard. You have to embrace it because ngayon ko na realize how good of it, even though wala akong dad, hindi ko siya hinanap. Like, I never really looked for him. Like, people were asking me, and I'm like, I really, yeah, my childhood is complete kasi andyan
Mm-hmm.
naman yung lolo ko. So,
Mm-hmm.
but my lolo passed away after my mom passed away, a year after. My mom passed away when I was 11 from,
Oh. Oh my
yeah,
God, Joanna, your story is kind of heartbreaking. So how did
it
after?
was,
Yes. Oh my
yeah,
God. Yeah. I. But you're okay, right? You're fine sharing this. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I want everyone to take something from this. Diba? I want you to
Mm-hmm.
be strong. Ang aga naman nito. Wala pa tanga tayong
Oh,
30 minutes.
kasi because we're
I
gonna
feel
talk
like
about
crying
more
here.
like the exciting things later. Because I didn't realize, because I didn't know about your story, but you are definitely giving, like, I'm having goosebumps because you're giving an inspiration to those people, and thank you for the courage to come out and share it. I mean, not
Oh.
too many people would really admit or accept what their journey in life, and right.
Mhm.
So thank you so much. I know if
I know
you're
it's
okay. I mean, because we don't have to talk about if
no,
you're, but
it's good. I
okay.
These are the topics now. I don't talk about that much because I'm a jolly person. I'm free
Yeah,
spirited,
true.
and I want people to know. Like, kaya I admire lahat ng nami-meet ko. I admire them. Like I know, especially behind their smile or their laughs, there's something going on with their lives. Like, or they have some trauma to deal with, or they have a family, like, or health issues. So ngayon na. I think it comes with wisdom din dahil ang dami ko rin na gawang kasalanan. Pero alam mo, baliw na ako. Bakit ganito? Kanina iiyak, ngayon tatawa. Ano?
No,
Viewers,
no,
my
no.
gosh,
But
I'm so
you're
sorry.
right. There's so much lesson in the story. There's so much lesson in the story because you didn't. I mean, you didn't know your dad, and then your mom passed away when you were 11. I can only imagine how tough that was. But look at you now. So I think that's where the lesson is. People who go through struggles in life actually have the biggest and the strongest and the best lessons that they can share. Because people that don't go through any struggle, they don't have anything to share. So I'm just so privileged and I'm just so blessed to hear your story, because I myself have had struggles, really hard struggles growing up. But
Yeah,
sometimes we are so, like, we only focus on the things that we have experienced, but we don't look at other people. We feel like we're the only people suffering, but it's not true. If we look beyond our stories, our families, there are people out there who are suffering more, right? So thank you for sharing that. You know what? We'll continue your story because it's already 7:15. We'll go for our first break, and when we come back, tell us or bring us to that journey of yours from an 11-year-old girl who lost her mom, and how did you pick up yourself and who the people that helped you. And then we'll go to your colorful story on how your talents and everything after that, okay? Because I know this is a very, very colorful story, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Anyway, we will be back after a short break.
Are you ready for engaging conversations on education, teaching strategies, trends in the classroom?
Tune in to Teacher Talk, Live Chikahan, with your hosts, Teacher Cora and Dr. Claire.
In each episode, we'll dive into meaningful discussions, share insights, and connect with fellow educators.
Don't miss out on the fun and camaraderie. Grab your coffee and join us for some lively Chikahan. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Philippines.
All right, we are back. We are back, and before we continue chatting with our beautiful guest, I feel like I'm a celebrity too. Okay, before we continue with your story, I'm gonna read some of the comments. I'm so excited to read them to you and to all our viewers. Our first viewer, Evangeline Concepcion, my mother-in-law. Good morning, MJ, or good morning, Ponay. Thank you for watching. And then we have another comment here from May De Vera. Super pretty. Wow, of course. Of course, my guest is super pretty. And then we have a comment from Geraldine Garcia. Good evening, Texas. Watching from Villasis, Pangasinan. Yay. Thank you so much for watching, Geraldine. And we have Daisel Miran Siaton. Good evening, Texas, from Mindanao. Wow, we have a viewer from Mindanao. And then, of course, we have Edward Daseco. Good morning, Mom MJ, watching from Quezon City. Yes, thank you for watching. And then we have Recto Julius. Good evening, Texas, watching from Pangasinan. O, diba? We have a lot of viewers from Pangasinan. And then we have Lisa Raquilman Ungria. Good evening, Texas. Good evening, Ma'am MJ. And good morning, Ma'am Joanna, watching from Pangasinan. Yes, yes. And we also have Alvin Reyes. Hi, Alvin. Good evening, MJ, watching from Pangasinan. Yes. And then we have another comment from Ruby Vergara. Good morning, watching from Pangasinan. Yes. And we have another comment. Wow, a lot of people have tuned in. Aramina Ungria, good morning, Ma'am MJ and Ma'am Joanna, watching from Pangasinan with a heart emoji. And then we have Ara Ungria. Nakakayak naman si Ma'am Joanna. Yeah.
I'm serving for breakfast.
I know. And then Ara Ungria again. Good morning, watching from Pangasinan. And ito pala, nakaka-excite naman napakinggan ang story ni Ma'am Joanna. Siguradong maiiyak ka. Okay. And then we have another comment, Alexis Oliveros. Good morning, watching from Pangasinan. All right, and we also have a viewer here, Filomeno Castaneda. Good morning, watching from Tarlac City. God bless always. Wow. Thank you so much sa mga viewers natin. Yes, tuloy ang story with our beautiful guest, Joanna. So I know after you lost your mom, you were only 11 years old. So who became your family? Who stood up as your mom and your new family? And how was it?
Yes. Well, after I lost my mom so suddenly from aneurysm.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's no plan at all. Like
Yeah.
nothing in place.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, we were living with my grandpa, lolo ko. So he basically raised me up. He's like the one going to my recognition and mga ribbon, yung mga ganyan, medalya. And then he continued raising me up. I lived with him for a year. And during that time, he had a second wife and
Mm-hmm.
his wife had kids na halos may kaedaran ko ding isa.
Mm-hmm.
Then with siblings too, two girls. So in a way, they took care of me talaga. Like
Mm-hmm.
dun ko natutunan like how to survive in a way by learning and learning through seeing. Kasi I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Because the way I've been raised up is like enjoy your childhood,
Mm-hmm.
then when you come at home, have dinner, and study. That
Mm-hmm.
here it's a different kind of the way they raised me. It's different kind. You have to learn how to cook. You have to learn how to do
Chores.
household,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not so used to it because I'm so used to like being in sports, being in like it's just different. But in a way, it during that time I was questioning: is this the way it should go? But I was like questioning: is this is bad? I was in my mind, this is how it is. This is how life is.
Mm-hmm.
So ayun, natuto na ako with them. And then from there, my lolo passed away after 1 year. So wala na mag-aalaga sa akin. Okay. So ayun, so anong nangyari, I had to move sa some sister ng mom ko in
Mm-hmm.
Manila. So my God bless her heart, pinag-aral niya ako, tinuloy yung kasi for education is key
Important. Mm-hmm.
indoor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure everyone believes that, and I can attest to that. Education opens up a lot of doors. So ngayon, ano ba, napipreach na naman ako, hindi pa nga tapos yung story. So, so
It's
anyway,
okay. Because that's true. I mean, di ba, we hear a lot from our parents. Kasi ako rin, my parents passed away, like, my mom was only 49 and my father was 56. But I was already an adult. But the thing is, I heard it a lot from my father growing up. Although he
yeah,
was an alcoholic, he provided for us and he kept stressing that your education is the best inheritance that I can give you. Because we didn't have anything.
yes,
Nothing. No, not even, sabi nila, not even lupa in a paso. We were homeless growing up. Like, we didn't have any I mean, out of our own. So,
yeah,
kaya yung education is very important. So, I hear you, and I bet our listeners or viewers can relate to that because that's
yeah,
very true. So, you grew up having that kind of mindset. That's why look at you now. Diba? Your education can bring you places. Ngayon, let's talk about your talents. Kasi, diba, growing up too. So, how did you, like, when you were growing up, were you that Biba girl? Because I can see, I can tell. Yeah,
I'm,
were
s-
you singing, dancing? What were your talents that you enjoyed the most doing?
oh my goodness, I'm a tomboy growing up. I think ang
Are
meron
you
lang ako.
serious?
Yes, I have porontong at saka t-shirt. As in, never mo makikita mag-dress. As in, poronto like, and colorful t-shirts.
Uh-huh.
Oo,
Yeah.
kasi ako pa yung lalangoy sa baha. Kasi enjoy na enjoy
Mhm.
ako dyan. Gustong-gusto ko yan, yung lumalangoy sa baha. But anyway, back to it. Sorry mga viewers, ang dami kong side story. Kasi naman si Madam MJ.
No, it's okay. It's really fun. It's so exciting because your life is very colorful. So it's so exciting. But yeah, tell us,
Yeah,
other than being a, you say, a tomboyin na pretty girl, because I cannot imagine you're so pretty. So but you weren't even dressing up. But what about participating in school, like, yeah,
yes.
talents and everything?
So
Yeah.
nagsimula ako when I was in elementary. I actually started having dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I just started having an interest to it. Siguro nung bata, siguro I heard when I was at like 4 or 5 years old, I was already having like a beat.
Mm-hmm.
I can recognize beat and dance to them in a rhythm, right? Tap,
Yes, yes.
anong nangyari, naging interest ko siya. Honestly, it came naturally to me and I love it. So I
Mm-hmm.
started, believe it or not, nag-start ako mag-dance around and started with choreography, like doing choreo of my dance schools when I was 10 or 11 years old. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I was very active. You know how it is with divisions, and there's division
Yes,
competition.
competitions.
Yes,
Yes.
I love competitions because I think it builds character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yun nag-start ako doon. So then I started doing, you know how it is with programs in school before
Uh-huh.
graduation. That's what I do. So from having 8 to 10 or 15 students joining you in the group, and then you choreo them, you tell them what to do because you have a vision. I remember my kanta, you know that song from the back to the river and around and there, and I'm gonna be
Mhm.
there to the end,
Yes.
100% pure
Yeah, yeah.
love. That's the first song I actually did choreo on with the girls from ICC, Immaculate Conception College back then. That's the
Uh-huh.
name. And I had so much fun. So from there, I started more on when I moved to Manila. I joined each time I would join something physical, or I would also join something artsy. But I realized that's not for me because you'll know, you
Mm-hmm.
once you
Yeah.
kaya nga dapat just try and try, as long as it's legal, try nyo
Yes.
lang.
What about your singing? Because you also have a beautiful voice. What about your singing? When did you start singing?
Yes, I started singing in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I sang Mariah Carey and this with a group with like three
Mm-hmm.
other girls and and another song for a school performance, and this is alongside with rehearsing for dancing too. So
Yes, yes.
you can really not you can't barely see me in at home because I'm just always rehearsing about something. If it's not for
Yes.
singing, it's for dancing. And um, and then when I got into college, that's when I really got serious about it because uh, I just hate having dead time. I hate not having to do anything. I can
Yeah,
actually
you get bored. You get bored when you're not busy, something like that. You know what? That's because you grew up being active, and that's how Mara feels. Because
oh
when she's not in rehearsals, when she's not in dance classes, like
yes.
during summer and all that, she's like, I'm bored. I'm like, "Well, it's okay to be bored. It's your time to take a break, right?" And but I guess that's how it is because you are used to doing things and just getting busy. Yeah.
Yes, so
Mm-hmm.
similar to Mara. That's why when I saw her, and then when she mentioned, "Oh, I'll choreo," and she's a dancer, I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" It's like I found a sister within the group. and then and then we
Yeah.
shared the vision. It's like, you know what? You do the choreo. I told her, and then I'll do the placement on stage because I started. So from college, that's my
Mm-hmm.
background. I also did national campaigns for Ginebra, for Philip Morris, for uh, also dance for David Guerra, and like
Yeah,
so
and
many.
we'll save some of this for the next segment, had the exciting part of, because I know a lot of people, the part of the show that you were part of is very popular in the Philippines. So, diba?
I'm not going to name drop yet.
Yeah, yeah, not yet, not yet. It's suspense, right? Kasi
Yeah.
ano to talagang it's gonna get exciting, 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 right? But
Yes.
yes, yes. So in college, we're already doing this, performing either dancing or singing.
Yes, I remember I would sing with a rapper too, because I went to De La Salle Das Marinas for
Mm-hmm.
business, and then I started there, and I also did. I was there for a good year and a half, so I was striving to pay my tuition with my participation there.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
it didn't work out because there's a certain requirement on the GPA. Although my GPA met the requirement, because I was a dean's lister at some point, but
Mm-hmm.
math was my weakness. Alam nyo yan, mga kababayan, meron kayong subject na parang hindi talaga, my gosh, it's so hard.
Okay.
like, like, man, this is not sticking. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
accounting for me. So after like a couple of semesters that I was a dean's lister, and then you go into accounting and the other parts of math. I
Mhm.
forgot, not the other math. So that was difficult for me.
Statistics, algebra, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that,
those are boring lessons. I mean, boring topics. So let's save them for later or put them in the burner. Anyway, we're already like, you know what? It's really getting so, time is so fast. Oh my
I
gosh. So
know. Wala
maybe we
sa
have, yeah, I
oras.
know. So we have to go on another break so we can come back and continue with your beautiful story. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories, from elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits. I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Beyond Health and Wellness Dr. Rich and Nurse MJ.
Join us as we explore the journey to holistic well-being.
Uncover insights that inspire a healthier, happier life.
Join Beyond Health and Wellness every Friday 8 p.m. Central Time. That would be Saturday, 9 a.m. in the Philippines. Don't miss out.
Okay, there you go. I was muted. Anyway, we're back. It's getting so exciting, but we have more comments. Let's read them. So our next our next comment from our viewer, Rose Ann Alvendia. Good evening, Texas, watching from Pangasinan. Wow, thank you. We have new viewers. Yes. May De Vera, sample please. Yes, she will sing later, okay? Don't worry. Okay. And then we have Aramina Ungria. Ha, true ka dyan, Ma'am Joanna. Meron talaga yung subject na mahirap na nakakaantok pa. That's right.
That's so
Okay. And then we have Miss Delia Ligot. Oh, thank you so much, Tita Delia. Good evening, Texas. Hello, MJ and Miss Joanna. God bless you, beautiful ladies. God bless you po. Thank you for watching. Okay, so let's continue. So, college, you were performing and everything. And now, how did you get into, I mean, wait, let me retract my question. Performing and doing all that, did you have bigger goals other than just performing for your college or for your university? Did you really want to perform in bigger stages? Yes.
Yes, that's a good question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Go- Pero before that, dahil, di ba ba yung mahirap na subject? Kaya nga I have this calculator always.
Okay.
I was talking to May earlier. Like,
Mhm.
we cannot just look smart. We have to act smart too. So, walk the walk. Walk the
Okay.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dream honestly was to be a performer.
Mhm.
Because I know, because I have so much energy. I feel like it comes out when I'm on stage, and I
Yes.
want to go internationally to be a backup dancer if ever that's like, okay, I want to do that. Like, I want
Alam mo,
to.
Joanna, talagang parang si Mara. Alam mo, yun ang dream niya, maging backup dancer din. Parang ano, parang nandito ngayon yung ano, there she's following your trail.
Oh my gosh, Mara, she's MJ's daughter, and she's amazing. She's so talented. I've seen her perform, and she will go places. So
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you. So, continue on with your story. I don't want to steal the
yeah.
ano from you. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I know. I see myself with, yeah, in her. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, so so during that time, I remember I mentioned DLSU Dasma. So I was living with
Mhm.
my other auntie there for a year and a half, and then I moved to my auntie that originally adopted me or took me in to Marikina area. So that's when it started to unfold for me, as far as like
Uh-huh.
um somebody, where did I start? There somebody approached me. I totally forgot if it's one of those agents that you see in the malls. But there's also one incident that there is a talent agent that approached me in the mall, and she owns her own marketing advertising firm, and I did projects with her too. But that's different projects, like commercial TVC modeling,
Mhm.
print ads for magazines, and for for newspaper ad, for, yeah,
Mhm.
Greenwich, for, yeah, for pizza, for, my God, all kinds, even yung
Wow! You were a
pang
model of Greenwich too? I love
yeah,
Greenwich.
yeah, for, I love it too. Yung mga for Avon, yung mga catalog na ganun. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I was going to school, minimizing the load of subjects, and then while actually going to Makati and doing some BTRs. So really, you have to make time to go to BTRs if you really want a big talent fee.
Mhm.
That's what I highly suggest. Kasi yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, it takes time, but it's good for you, for your portfolio, if you want to do modeling too. Because there's also the other side of modeling, that's events focused.
Mhm.
So I did that as well, and that's mainly for my Friday Saturday gig, or my work, like, do you know those expos that you see in World Trade, like for
Mhm.
Hyundai, or for, I would do that too for car shows, for Formula One, or Massimo. I would do a pageant
Wow,
with them.
those are big brands in the Philippines. Joanna, those were big brands. Yes. Wow.
I was busy. I was really busy. I'm like, good thing I unfortunately I did not keep all of the memorabilia, but thank goodness some of it was stored by my auntie somewhere in the house. But yeah, where was I? So going back to that part, I was okay. I went to ABS-CBN, and I started to, because I was also busy in school back in this one, LaSalle Antipolo. So because I transferred, so at that time I was observing what they have, right? As far as
Mhm.
extracurricular activities. So, syempre, you'll go where, where your heart is. So, sabi ko, walang something for hip hop here. Like,
Yeah.
so I founded the Lasallian dance troupe in Antipolo. So I was the president there. I wrote the mga bylaws na ganyan, di ba, to be
Mhm.
approved. Sa ganyan. So thank goodness they were very supportive, the school. So they will always call us to do their production intro, or outro, or even go with the other with into another Lasallian school and perform there. So they would support us there, and my auntie, who took care of me, loves it, because we would just rehearse at her place or
Mhm.
anywhere in
Yes.
school. So
Mhm.
it's just an entire family that I didn't know that I needed too. Like, wow,
Yes. Yes.
kasi you're really going to enjoy the journey and just really open up to this newfound family that of yours, right? Ganun talaga pag yung mga, magsasama-sama kayo, yung mga creatives into it. So we would compete too. So
Mhm.
nakakatawa. It was a good time. And then I would also, so napunta ako sa ABS. I don't know how I landed in ABS during that time, because I was doing a lot of of auditions too,
Mhm.
in some, uh, not for dancing, to be exact, right? I was auditioning for something else. I think it's for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I even saw Mr. M at some point, because you have to get into a third to go pass through some certain uh, a screening before you actually
Yes,
meet
yes.
Mr. M. So I think he's looking for something, similar to, like, more fair, more
Yeah,
Christina.
fair skinned. Yeah.
Yeah, so because I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that I observed that, because like out of six of us, two of us that has darker skin got eliminated, and the rest got, that have fair skin. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not for me. And then there's a couple more that I waited for, like a couple of movies that I waited on, but I just didn't know what happened with the producers, because lesson learned for me, when you go to this auditions and you transact business with them, you bring somebody, or you connect yourself with a mentor or somebody that's in the business, or
Yes.
somebody who will that has your best interest, like your mom, 'di ba? Look at Sarah Geronimo, or the Gonzagas, they have
Mm-hmm.
your best interest, kasi hindi ka, there's some level of respect in there, because
Mm-hmm.
it's just different, you're taken
Plus,
serious.
they're gonna advocate for you. They're not gonna let you get into something that they know that it's a loss for you, right? Because they're your family. So.
Exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing I learned, because I was doing it by myself. I was going to school. I was doing this. I was all over the place, and I don't have, I didn't reach out to my relatives. That I, my relatives is into show business. So, but I didn't reach out to them. I was doing it on my own. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
did you have more opportunity other than, okay, so you auditioned for movies. I know you were part of, I think it's okay to say it now, right? You were
Oh
part
yeah.
of, yeah, and yeah, let's say it. You were part of.
I was yes. So after all the auditions, somebody approached me in ABS-CBN, like, you know what, they're having an audition for Wawa We. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not planning on becoming a Wawawi girls. But during this time, I just competed sa GMA 7, and I
Uh-huh.
won like 10,000 pesos. Kasi nga,
Wow.
sa Sex Bomb Girls competition,
Uh-huh.
sabi ko, for fun, let's just do it. Kasi may lang ako to compete. I just wanna, gusto ko lang ma-destroy yung spirit ko, then, and then lift myself back up again. Diba? Ganun talaga.
Parang military yan here. Kasi di ba, they break you down and they build you up.
It's kind of like a
Yeah.
training for me.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, nakakatawa. Kaya, now I see why in school, in the educational system, there's always some competition, something in something like painting, drawing, or
Mhm.
spelling
Mhm.
bee. Kasi talagang it builds your character.
Mhm.
Tapos, so okay, sige, why not? So kasi dapat may project ako with Direct Jogi. I
Mhm.
was informed by an agent na meet ko. But anong nangyari, nawala yung agent ko. So I'm like, okay, sige na nga. Alam mo yun, nanghinayang ako for that project. I think that was supposed to be sa ano yun, yung kay Big Brother House, tama ba?
Oh.
Doon
It
dapat yun, yung project ko.
oh,
Kasi
wow.
ang daming project na nagla-line up, pero I'm like, yung follow-through, wala. So I'm like, what is going on? How come there's no follow-through? Or nawala yung agent na nakausap ko? So, wala,
That
that's why
means you were meant to be a Wawawi girl.
probably, I know. Okay, I'm like, okay, let's see this platform. So meant to be. So I met. My gosh, actually, that's the reason why I'm going this February, because one of the girls she's going to get married, and I'm the maid of honor. So we still keep in touch. So
Wow.
yeah, so I was a Huawei girl for 3 years, and I was still going, grabe yung schedule ko niyan, kasi I was going sa school sa Antipolo, sa dulo ng bundok, as in dulo
Mhm.
talaga siya ng bundok na Antipolo. Then I would come to rehearsal and do the show. And then on weekends, may ano pa ako, may events pa ako with Philip Morris and Marlboro.
Mhm.
Um, as their nakikita niyo siguro yun sa bars,
Mhm.
yung mga naka-blue short or naka-red na naka-outfit na
Mhm.
kumikinang-kinang gano'n. Yeah. So yeah, so my agent there up to now we're still
Wow. Yeah, that's
And then
amazing. So your life actually, I mean, it's so beautiful because from a little girl who lost her mom early and then you became, you were adopted by your aunt, raised by your aunt, and then you did everything. You lived your life, everything that you wanted to do,
yeah.
singing, dancing, sports, everything. And then you went into college and did a lot of projects. Pretty much you were like a self-supporting student because you, right? And
Yes.
now you're in the United States of America, right? So let's continue on your story when we come back, and I want us to talk about your singing na in the US. Because I know you do a lot of gigs. So for the final segment of the show, we'll focus more on your singing because especially there are people who are clamoring for a sample, okay?
Oh my
so
gosh.
we
I need to set
yes,
up my
yeah. So we will be back after a short break.
yes.
Welcome to Season 2 of the Pink Table Talk by Dr. Carly D. Tune in and let's think pink on Wednesday. Come join as we are creating community through conversation. This is our voice. We're diving deep into powerful conversations that inspire, uplift, and empower. Season 2 of Pink Table Talk with Dr. Carly D. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central
Yes.
Time.
Okay, I
See
had to
you there.
unmute myself. So anyway, we are back and it's the final segment of the show. I wish we had more time
Ang
because it
bilis.
feels like I know it's so fast. Anyway, we have more comments before we move on to your beautiful story. Let's read the rest of the comments. Okay, Alvin Reyes says, yan ang favorite subject ko, math. Wow, lalo na pag mahaba ang solusyon daw. Really? Oh my God. Well, impressive. Okay. And I know, right? Tapos, yeah, they're asking really for samples. So, Joanna, people are clamoring. Okay, that's from Alvin. And as Ara Ungre also, sample Mom Joanna. And then we have another comment, Jubel C. Ang gaganda nyo naman po. Of course, lalo na ang ating guest, 'di ba? Celebrity talaga. And then another comment, good morning po from Jubel C. And we have another comment here. Oh, okay. There you go. Sobrang nakakabitin, ma'am. Kulang na kulang yung 1 hour. Sobrang bitin.
I know, extent, diba? Kulang, just wala pa tong alcohol involved. No red wine on the table.
Ay,
Wala
gosh.
pa the red horse.
Okay. Oo nga, no? So anyway, now let's fast forward a little bit because this is very beautiful that you can share as how you came to the United States.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Finally, we're here. So,
Yeah.
well, I forgot to add earlier, by the
Uh-huh.
way, it's really all about multitasking and planning your day because I was also part of PBA, Philippine Basketball Association. I was doing
Oh.
there, I was a choreographer there too, and a
Mhm.
dancer. That's a different group. So yeah, lesson from that segment: plan
Yes.
your day and week well. So
Wow. Wow. Yes.
so yeah, that was the time of our, and so yeah, from there, I told myself I don't want to do um projects anymore. Maybe there's other opportunities for me somewhere else. So there's an opportunity for me to go abroad and sing
Mhm.
with a yes, with a band, or just stay and do an album there. But then I'm like, because I actually pre-recorded an album, one single already. But I'm like, but let me see. There's a very good opportunity. God bless me so much with so many
Yes.
opportunities. Like, think if without it, I'll be like, I think I'll be. I don't know where I'm going to, because I feel like, you have to move. You have to keep on moving in order
Mhm.
to life, right? So
Mhm.
the more lessons you learn, the more you like move forward and push forward with what your dream is. Kasi
Mhm.
you so I was able to get a job with the Qatar Airways.
Mhm.
So out of I think out of 1,000, nakakatawa rin yung story nito, but ang haba na naman yung segment natin. I was modeling sa Pampanga with Philip Morris. Then my coworker, my colleague, my another model there. It's like, hey, my dad said, working for Qatar Airways that time as an engineer. Hey, my interview open, they call it open day, right? They go to hotels and they hold an open day interview. So I'm like, when? It's tomorrow. I know tomorrow now. So I'm like, okay, I don't have it. So I have to take the photo, do my resume, get my outfit. I have, good thing, I remember may ukay-ukay clothes ako na talagang full set yan na bili ko sa ukay-ukay.
Mhm.
Tapos lang yung hindi. Talagang yun sinuot ko over there. So out of 1,000 candidates, five got accepted. So we went through
Mhm.
three uh, assessments. So one thing I learned from there, no matter what the situation, don't make excuses. No matter where you are at, just do the time. Then
Yeah.
and then I think I remember before that I also tried three times with multiple airlines. But
Mhm.
then it's not my time yet, probably. So
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
let's wait. Let's develop
Yes.
ourselves first, because
Mhm.
there's always value in waiting.
Mhm.
If it's not your time yet, you have to. Sabi nga, may narinig ako just recently from my job, one of those leaders that we have, doing the speaker, being a speaker and doing a speaker session, is like the best thing to fix your house is when it's sunny, right?
Mhm.
So, ganun nga, which is
Mhm.
totoo. Habang everything is going well and going good, that's the
Well.
time to prepare for the next one. So,
Mhm.
so, so that's what happened. So, nasa na ako?
Qatar. You got in as
Nasa
yeah,
Qatar na
Qatar.
ako. So, nasa Qatar na ako. So, so I moved to Qatar. That was 2007.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was in Qatar for 3 years.
Mhm.
I was a flight attendant for international routes, but we were based there in Doha, Qatar. So, ang
Mhm.
dami doon, ang saya-saya. Alam mo yun, parang
Mm,
hindi ka,
mm.
hindi ka homesick. As
Mhm.
long, find your tribe, then you're not just going to survive, but you're going to thrive. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yun
Yes,
ako.
yes, definitely yes.
Yeah.
So, what about US? How did you come to the
Ay,
US and when was
hindi ko
that?
pala nasasagot yung tanong ko. Ano ba yun, MJ? So yeah, ganito na nga, mga kababayan. During that time, Facebook was the it thing, right? I didn't know
Yeah.
it was also your Bumble and Bumble, your dating app. So I was in a layover in Houston, Texas, and then I met a bunch of guys that's going with my troop, with my girls, on a layover, and they're so kind and nice. I'm like, hey, I searched for them because I got back to the hotel. I forgot everything. I forgot the name because I got tipsy. Alam niyo yan, hindi ako lasinggero, pero mahina, weak lang tayo, weak sauce. And
Mhm.
then, may nakakalaban. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to, I just want to, thank them for taking care of us, because I was with six girls. We came back from
Mhm.
from yeah, doing an activity here. So I messaged them. Sorry, naka fast forward ba yung yung story, pero I'm trying to speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, hindi ka. So yon, na-meet ko. Basically, minessage ko yung guy, which is a
Mhm.
different man that I found out. Hindi pala siya yun. So ngayon, I'm with him now. So I
Oh, wow.
he said, you know what, I was out of town during that time, but when you come back, I'll show you around. So he's a Vietnamese American, so I'm with him now. So that's another story. Siguro you'll have another
We will
dating.
have a second part. Yes, for your love story. Okay. But
Yeah.
the singing, let's tell them about your singing. Did
Yeah.
because you are
So
pursuing singing na here too.
yes, yes. Right now I'm actually working on creating. I'll just surprise you guys, but I'm working on creating a good album that's more of a rendition,
Mhm.
especially now that the 90s and the 2000s are coming back because that's our genre.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so I started. I thought I actually retired already after I represented the Philippines for World Hip Hop Championship here in LA. So sabi ko, tapos na ako dyan, sabi ko sa friend ko, invite na ako to sing and perform with her. Then and I did, and I'm like, oh my god, I still am in love with performing. So you
Mhm.
know what, let's do it. So every now and then I would do, because I still have a full-time job.
Mhm.
I have to support, naman na, you have to support yourself. So when I started, starting it slow, in fact, because I wanted to just do it for fun,
Mhm.
because I thought I was retired. But then I'm like, you know what? It's my first love. It's just when it's your passion, you really go for it, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I can relate because again, I can relate because I'm a nurse by profession, but I'm doing this because I
Mhm.
also grew up in public speaking. And you know how good God is because he knows what your desires are. And
Mhm.
you may take a different route in your life at times or a different path,
Yes.
but he's always going to bring opportunities for you to fulfill your dreams and your passions, and he's going to make it happen. That's
Yeah.
just how good God is, right? So before we ano, let's show them the sample before magalit sila sa
Yeah.
atin kasi kanina pa sila no, right? And then we're gonna read some more comments. Pa-sample naman dyan, our beautiful guest. You know what? You're really a celebrity. No joke. I
No
mean, I'm
joke talaga. Talaga
uh,
lang. So, yeah, I hope to, oh my God, you know what? Praise the Lord, because He opened a lot. The Filipino community has been supportive over here. I opened for JR.
mhm,
I already connected with them back in the Philippines, but doing it here with them, it's amazing. And then from there, the producers here, they genuinely care for you,
mhm,
and they're very respectful of your time. So I also play with a couple of bands, in fact, over here, local
mhm.
bands. So yeah, and then just recently I actually opened for Gigi Delana with
Yes.
MJ's daughter. Yeah. So it
Sample
was
na yan, sample na yan. Come on, let's
sample na,
sample.
sample na. Okay, paano ko ba, yeah, I don't have it. Should I, okay, I don't know if you can hear this. Maybe let's just go with the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
because
let's
I did not
do it.
plug, yeah, okay, I did not plug my sound system.
It's
Okay, let's
okay. Yeah.
let's let me I know you like that. You know this song for sure. Let's see. Can you hear it? Yan, para
Yes.
sa inyo to, mga kababayan. Yan. Do you remember the
Ooh.
of the tenders while they're chasing? Hold on, I can't read the thing. Hold on. All right. Our hearts were ringing, and the heart that our souls were singing as we dance in tonight. Remember how the stars tonight away.
Ooh.
Buddy, say do you remember? Buddy, dancing in September. Buddy, never was a cloudy day. I know you know this song.
Woo!
Ba-do, 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 ba-do. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Ayan na, hindi
Woo!
mo na. for now. So
Oh, yes. Thank you. You know what, Joanna? I know our time is short.
no.
Yes, our time is really short, but we really appreciate you because you have inspired us. You know what? That's why I do this show because I really want to share stories of people who are willing to empower and make an impact in other people's lives. This may not be a big thing that we're doing here, but you never know which life you're gonna change. 'Di ba? You never know who among our listeners or viewers are actually just waiting for this particular story, for them to just hear it. And then they will be encouraged to do and push through with what they want in life and take that bold action. So you have inspired a lot of our viewers, definitely. But we're going to read some more of the comments before we find out who our winner tonight is. So let's see those last comments that we can. Okay. Alvin Reyes, wala bang extend, ma'am, yung hour, 1 hour is so bitin daw. Sobrang bitin talaga sila. Okay, and then
Bitin ako.
I know, Ara Ungre, ang gandang kachikahan si Ma'am Joanne. Totoo yan. Super talaga. Super, super excited ang mga viewers. Antod si Ma'am Joanna, hindi nakakaantok, kaya nakakabitin. Maganda kung ganyan ang guest. Okay, then Ara, pag ganyan ang kausap, talagang kulang ang isang oras. Okay, we have more comments here. May matutunan ka talaga sa bawat topic. Thank you, Jubel. And then we have Jubel again, thank you po. And then ganda naman ng boses ni Ma'am Joanna from a Facebook user. And then we have another comment. Nakaka-in-love naman boses ni Ma'am Joanna. Ang gandang sabayan, bitin. And then we have, oh my gosh. And then we have a lot of clap. Okay, thank you so much. And then, of course, sobrang bitin, Ma'am Joanna. Sobrang ganda ng boses ni Ma'am Joanna. Wow, maraming salamat to all our viewers. And again, Joanna, I really appreciate your time. I'm very, very blessed to have met you. I'm really blessed. And di ba parang we just met like like about a month ago and now we're friends. And we
Thank
are
you so much. I
yes.
mean, you know what? I always pray for people to come to my life to make a difference. Like for me to be able to how can I impact their lives? Like kasi it's just words of partition that I know tapos na tayo. For just be curious. Be
Yes.
always be authentic, be genuine. Because when I met MJ, I told her right away, this is my goals are. I think I remember a couple of times I met. That's when I started to because we were busy. So
Yes.
so
Yeah.
so thank you so much. I really hope you learned something from here. Basta just develop a growth mindset and be good to people, be kind to people, and
Yes.
animals.
Yes, of course, yes. Ito pa, meron pang pahabol. May mga pahabol na comment. We have here, sobrang nakaka-inspired yung mensahe ni Ma'am Joanna. See, sobrang nakaka-inspire. It's true. And ang bilis ng oras, parang wala pang isang oras. Okay, now let's find out now who the winner is. Let's go on
Yes.
our wheel of names. There you go.
Bro.
Yay! Okay, let's go. Tan-tararan! Okay, mukhang nag-stop. Come on, let's do it. Spin, spin, spin. Spin the wheel. Wow! Congratulations! We have a winner, Geraldine Garcia. Yes, congratulations. Yes, ang nakakatuwa kasi ano lang naman it's a little bit lang yung price nila pero they're very grateful and thank you so much. Again, Joanna, thank you for being my beautiful and wonderful and awesome and amazing guest tonight. Okay, thank you so
No,
much.
thank you for having me, MJ. Thank you for this platform. And again,
Yes.
go lang kayo, Sabi nga ni Rufa May, go glow and grow, diba?
That's right. And it's never too late to go glow and grow. And it's never too late to be bold. why not? So join us again on Monday here on Facebook, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This show is brought to you by Lawin Media Network. Good night, everyone, and thank you. Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day there in the Philippines and good night here in the US.